Hello friend, today I'm going to therapy, specifically EMDR. I signed myself up for EMDR because I was having a lot of mental health issues and they were turning into health issues. So I figured what better way to address the problem than by first healing the trauma. So here I am at my appointment. Wish me luck.
1 hour later.
I'm not gonna lie y'all, that shit rocked me. I usually come in not knowing what to expect. Sometimes I'll be like, oh yeah, let's do something low key. And then that way, you know, we can build up to the harder things. And then we do the low key thing and it ends up being very intense. With this session today, I mean, it was really, really intense. I was crying so much and we processed my dad's death. And this is a very challenging experience because when my dad died, I repressed all of my emotions, my grief and everything, and I just like stuck it in a box and I kept it in a box, which is not healthy. Okay. Feeling the emotions, grieving it in a healthy way is what you should do. It's not what I did. But what happens is it stays in your body. My dad's death is what started my panic attacks and the fear of dying, because it felt like I could feel when he was dying. I would talk to him on the phone and I could just feel like his, almost like his life force, I want to say, was just not there anymore. He was like just not the same person. So I guess it's a part of the bargaining experience when you're grieving, but I felt like I should have done more, you know. So we processed this and wow, I mean, I feel tingly. My body feels tingly. I could feel my heart. It felt really heavy, but I could feel it like leaving. Like it was almost like a gas. A gas. I don't know how to describe it. It feels like air, like heavy, dense air, fog, if you will, leaving my mouth. It just felt really strange, but this happens sometimes. Like I have the weirdest body sensations when I do EMDR. It's like the places where I put all of my trauma, it just like leaves it. It's so crazy, but I feel tingly. I feel like low key high, which is why I'm taking a minute to drive, but it's really interesting how EMDR affects us physiologically as well as mentally. I mean, it's all connected, you know, we're all connected, but I feel like I just processed one of the heaviest burdens that I've been carrying, and it's just like, now it's off my body. It's like, I feel like an elephant just got off of my body. I feel like a new person. I feel springy, like I could do things. And this is why I love EMDR. I feel like it's just changing my life for the better in so many ways. Since today was very intense, I'm gonna be doing things a little bit differently. I'm gonna be doing things really, really low key. So let's start with some food. So I came to Honest Mary's. I love their lemon basil bowl. It's so good. It's seasonal. This is like my guilty pleasure. It's either this or I eat ramen. So good. I swear, this is the best. I always make sure to eat something right after my therapy because I feel like my brain needs the carbs and probably the protein as well. Especially today, I mean, we did some pretty intense processing, and what better way than to have your favorite comfort food? Yo, I have the best view in the house. Look at these plants. They're so cute. I don't know what they are, but they're super cute. They look like little pineapple trees, but mini. I'm always super intentional about my meal after therapy. I always want to eat by myself because this is the time where I need to like recollect my thoughts. And it's hard to do that when you're yapping with somebody as much as I love to yap. This weather is so perfect for an after therapy session. It's so gloomy and it's not too cold, but chilly enough that you can wear like a cozy sweatsuit or loungewear set. That was so good. Whoever said food is the way to a person's heart really knew what they were talking about. My therapist recommended that I take a nap after my therapy sessions because apparently it helps your brain heal and process the EMDR that we just did. I used to not be a napper, but I started napping after my EMDR sessions and I find that I just feel so unbelievably refreshed. 20 minutes on the clock, so I'm gonna take a nap. Good night. You see this big couch I'm laying in? It is nearly impossible to scrape me off of it. I read on it, play the Switch on it, do hobbies on it. It is the perfect daybed ever. I swear if I could live in it all day, every day, I would. That was a good little nap. I think I probably actually slept for maybe like 10 minutes max, but I feel good. One thing my therapist recommended I do is write in my journal about my thoughts after therapy and stuff, just to see if there's anything lingering. She also recommended that I write a letter to my mom since I have a lot of grief around her death still impacting me every day. I found this journal that my mom gave to me like many Christmases ago, 2016. This was right after my best friend died. She gave me this journal so that I can create memories and like write it on here. So it kind of makes me emotional looking at it because I'm seeing like her handwriting. At this time, I'm gonna use this to write a small journal moment about what happened in therapy today. Sometimes I feel like a cat when I come in here. This is my little cat bed. You know how they just like I feel like that's the space for me. I got my little scammer jelly cat. I love you though. No hate, no hate. And I feel like I'm prepared. I've got a lot to say. I have learned so much with EMDR. I have learned how to name my emotions, and what that means for me is that now when I get angry or I'm feeling a certain emotion like fear, disgust, anger, sadness, joy, I can actually like label what I'm feeling. Versus when somebody's asking me, they're like, what's wrong? Like, what's your problem? And I'm like, oh, nothing, or I don't know. I can now name it. You know, I can be like, I'm kind of disgusted by what you said, or I'm feeling lonely, or I'm feeling frustrated, or just I'm feeling withdrawn. I'm feeling so many different other feelings. I feel like it's empowering me to really have a different perspective on life. EMDR has also helped me with my anxiety on like the craziest level. I used to be just a big anxious bundle. I mean, I was having panic attacks all the time because of my dad dying, and I was afraid of death and stuff. And EMDR has helped me not totally take away the anxieties, but sit with the anxieties and find comfort in my own body, so that when I'm feeling anxiety, I can just like, I can logically think about it and then connect what's actually the root of the problem is. Whereas like before, I would just be anxious and then I would be like, oh shit, I'm about to die, because I was just feeling weird sensations in my body. And then I would go into a panic, and it was super debilitating and really hard on my nervous system. But EMDR has helped me be okay with whatever it is I'm experiencing. It's like acceptance and also agency. Like I feel like I have more agency over my body. It's quite fascinating, really. And that's why it's so important for me to have a really chill, soft decompression day after my EMDR therapy, because EMDR is really, really challenging. Thankfully today I felt really uplifted, and I felt like I was making huge progress in healing myself, because we processed my dad's death. You know, that was one of the most pivotal moments in my life that really shook me at my core. I mean, losing a parent, you know, it's like losing a limb, and unfortunately I lost both limbs then. The value of therapy for me is just priceless, straight up priceless. It is worth it, well worth it. So usually my routine consists of comfort food after my session. Sometimes I'll go shopping, but I was just not in the mood to shop today. I'll do my little journal, and then I will either pick a book, a game, or I will do some kind of a hobby. Today, I think I'm gonna start on this book. I'm currently in the middle of reading Serena. It's a manhwa. I was debating reading that, but I kind of want to take myself away from the phone today. This is Serena. It's on Webtoons, but you can also read it on other platforms like I Am. It is so good. I've really been enjoying it. It's an enemies to lovers. You have the black cat and the Doberman, and I have been enjoying it. But you guys, look. I think today I'm just trying to pull myself from my phone 100%. I don't want to be on my phone. I don't want to be anywhere near it, because the last thing I need to do for my brain is to be scrolling accidentally. So what I'm gonna do is read Zodiac Academy. It's the first book. I read a few pages, but I've been putting it off just because I'm like, I don't have time to read this book, and there's like 30 million different books. And you know what? Today is the day. Today is the day. So I'm gonna read this. If you have any book recommendations, let me know. I love fantasy books, and I like books with a little spice. They don't have to have spice though. I can read a good fantasy all day. I'm so excited to start. It's gonna be so great. I've heard great things about it. There's fae, there's vampires. I am so ready. This book is dedicated to anyone who has ever felt like they don't belong in this world, and whose heart has always pined for captivating magic, soul-bursting love, and fearless adventure. Let the space between these pages welcome you home time and time again on your journey into our fantasy land. Ah! So cute! Okay, I'm ready. So this is the map. I love when they have a map. They don't always have a map, but I love when they have a map. Because then I'll always be like, wait. I love a good book, y'all. Wait. Okay, so this girl, Darcy, I think is her name. She's one of the main characters right now. I like her already. Revenge looks good on her. La Latina representation. Yes. The main characters have brown skin, Latina skin. I love that. I feel like a lot of the fantasy books I've been reading lately, the main characters are just white. But here we have Latinas. I love that. So I'm gonna stop here. So this is my usual routine. I know it's not crazy. It's not crazy fun. There's, I'm not doing anything really. I just kind of like lay low. If I didn't have to edit this video, I would be reading this book for the rest of the night and just taking time to myself. But I hope this gave you a little bit of insight. I'm not always happy and chipper and outgoing and stuff. Sometimes I have my heavier days, just like anybody else. But there are means to find help, and I'm very grateful that I'm privileged enough to go to EMDR and have the rest of the day off, because I know not everybody can do that. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you in the next video. Bye.